Image ads are super powerful. So what I want to go through in this little section, we will talk about how you can utilize image ads, which I know you're already doing, but I want to give you something that I use, and I've used this time and time again to create crazy click-through rates, a lot of top of funnel cold traffic that results in an overall better campaign return on ad spend. So why do people run image ads? Typically, a lot of advertisers love them because of CPMs, right? But it's not the only reason we run image ads. There's always this age-old argument with a lot of media buyers, marketers. They say, hey, if I run video ads, they're more expensive, but they get a better conversion rate, so the return on ad spend is better. But then I'll run some image ads, the cost is a lot lower. I don't really know which one to go for. Realistically, you need to be going for both. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you the exact structure for image ads that you should be using that is going to freak out your customer. This is what is going to induce crazy click-through rates, and I want to explain this now. So typically with image ads, we can say here we have templates, okay? A lot of Canva templates. We have your competitors. A lot of brands will just steal whatever's working from their competitor or whatever they think is working. And what I want to talk about over here is native image ads, okay? This is what we're going to talk about today. So native image ads are typically just images where we have a huge amount of primary text and there'll be no graphic. So what I mean by this is, for example, if somebody has got, let's say, eczema, right? It will just be an image of somebody's eczema, maybe on their elbow or their knee. Then we have a load of long form copy, and then we're able to sell to somebody in this way. Now, these aren't typically the best type of ads, but what I want to show you today is how to make them super powerful within your business. The click-through rates on what we're about to go through is just insane. So what you want to be doing is freaking out your customer. I said that for a particular reason. We want to freak out the customer by basically showing the pain point that they would purchase the product with. We want to show the moment that they discovered that pain point. It's like for the people watching this here on YouTube, if I ran an ad that said, would you like to scale your business or learn how to run better ads? And then I showed an image of you in your bedroom or in your office watching myself on a laptop, and on the screen you can see this YouTube video you're watching right now, that would freak people out, right? It'd be crazy. Now, we're not going to go that far with image ad, but what you can do by using a plethora of AI platforms and different platforms like that, I quite like all the stuff that's on Higgsfield at the moment. What you can do is you can take this pain point. The moment somebody found out either they had eczema or hair loss, yes, I'm saying that from experience, but these are moments that people go, I realize I had a problem. And if you can show them somebody else that is realizing that they have a problem and show them that exact moment that they discovered or remind them of that moment, which is a particular pain point, you are going to be able to sell them. So for example, a lot of hair loss adverts, they will have photos of guys pulling apart their hair in front of the mirror. They will also have photos of guys taking photos of the back of their head or the front of their head. These are moments that might necessarily not be shared with people. For example, you might not talk about this with your friends, but you will remember those moments where you discovered you had some eczema. You discovered you had hair loss. You discovered pain point that we are now going to sell you on. So if you can find that pain point, find that moment, and generate either real images or AI images in that moment, showcasing that to the customer, that is going to resonate on a different level. This results in incredibly high click-through rates, and it's absolutely insane. And people will be able to just resonate it with it on a different level. This is very, very simple, but when people run native image ads, it is mostly just an image of pain point, or somebody like a guy just sat like that, or in pain or whatever, and then they'll just talk about the problem and try and sell them through copy. You can do that with this, but what we also want to do is capture somebody in the moment. So go ahead, find out what your customers' pain points are, find out the moments that led them to finding out what those pain points were, get all of those different moments in images, and then run them as native ads. It is wild what you will see come from that.